Their skill players, and then Spagnuolo and what's he going to do with his defense and Chris Jones and how they're going to choose to attack him. I thought Spags did a great job against Buffalo, too. I mean, they decided to play some man coverage and really challenge those guys. But these guys, I mean, with Kelsey and Mahomes out there, it was too much. It just felt like, it was almost inevitable, this game. So I'm excited for this next one coming up. It's going to be huge.
So Patrick Mahomes, first player in NFL history with 2 playoff games of 300-plus passing yards, 3-plus passing touchdowns, and 0 interceptions in his first 4 seasons. Absolutely terrific. Again tonight, 325 and 3 TDs. They spotted him 9 points, David, but that felt like 10 years ago that it was 9-0 Bills. It's up 38-24.
And even when it was 9, it was like, okay, maybe that's enough. But we knew it wasn't. You go back to last year, the Texans and, coming from 3-4 scores down. So these guys are just extremely talented.
Patrick Mahomes in a terrific postseason run, illustrated here as he now has 1 more passing touchdown than Russell Wilson in his first 4 seasons, for the most in NFL postseason history. More than our pal Kurt Warner, more than Dan Marino. Patrick Mahomes, 17, his 4th career playoff game with 3-plus passing touchdowns. And for the Bills, look, this was going to be a tough ask for them, period. I mean, it's a tough ask for anybody who goes up against the Kansas City Chiefs. But you have a couple of opportunities down in close in the red zone, and instead of going for it, knowing what you're up against and trying to go for the 6, you settle for 3, and at that point you felt like, man, it's going to be tough to keep pace with these guys, right?
Yeah, we've seen this in both games today, where almost being the most aggressive team has paid off. And really, I think that it does more than that. I think that it just shows your team that you're here for it. I mean, they did. They went for it early on a 4th down, but I would like to see them try and punch that in. What I thought was really impressive about the Chiefs defense is they don't get talked about a lot, right? They are kind of just the stepchild of the team, and the offense is fantastic, and maybe the defense is okay, but they challenged them. They played tight man-to-man coverage and challenged Josh Allen to throw on time and rhythm to Stephon Diggs, to Cole Beasley, and they weren't able to do it. They got him to hold the ball and try and move around and make some dynamic plays. And I felt like as soon as they got him off of his spot, they felt like they had won. So great job by Spagnuolo, great job by that defense, and kind of limiting what they were able to do, on the offensive side. But the Chiefs obviously on the offensive side score 38 points. They're going to put up big numbers. But if you're not able to be precise against them, then you're not going to have a chance.
Aggressive play, we saw it at the end of the first half with the Bucs, right? In the final 20 seconds, they decided to go for it all instead of kick a long field goal. Ends up paying off for them. They get a touchdown before the end of the first half. And then, a little bit more on the conservative side, right, for the Packers and for the Bills, then they both come up short. And again, I guess you go back to the NFC Championship game. Who do you have more confidence in? Aaron Rodgers to score in that situation, or your defense? I mean, right. I feel like you always choose Aaron Rodgers. And then again, here in this game, who do you have more confidence in? Josh Allen to score, or your defense to stop the best player in the game? I mean, that's...
Yep. It's almost like you answered your own question just there. As soon as you just say it out loud, it's like, that's the answer. Yeah. The answer is betting on your quarterback. And when they don't do that, then you're stuck. Now you're in a position, not to talk about the team that's not going to be in it, but the Packers, you hear Aaron Rodgers, and they ask him after the game, and he says, well, it wasn't my call. I didn't make that decision. And you're like, well, that's going to affect what goes on in the future now. So, I mean, always bank on your quarterback. And the defense is always there to bail you out. I mean, that's how Bruce Arians approached it. If we go for this, we don't make it, defense bail us out. I mean, they bailed Brady out after he threw 3 interceptions. So that's what they're there for. It's a total team game.
Yeah, no question. One thing to follow for the Kansas City Chiefs, their starting left tackle Eric Fisher leaving with an Achilles injury. And we saw what a difference a starting left tackle being out made for the Green Bay Packers against the Bucs, who had 5 sacks today on Aaron Rodgers. So that a storyline to follow. Coming up, the NFL Game Day Final. Getting you all caught up as our Super Bowl matchup is set.